Thanks to Math Academy. Welcome. My name is Mr. Arnold. I'm a lecturer here at Math Academy. So today we are going to learn about CSS. CSS in full is called cascading style sheets. It's usually used to style HTML elements. For example, you have a heading one called BD School or Math Academy. You want to change it from color black to blue. That's the work for CSS. If you have an image, you want to increase the size of the image or to reduce it. That's the work of CSS. So today we are going to learn about CSS. So I'm going to start from scratch by creating a folder. So the folder, you can give it any name you like. For example, I can give it the name called Arnold, like that. Then we're going to use VS Code for our coding. So I can just head over here, click open file, open folder, sorry. Come here to file menu, then open folder. Then you select the folder that you have created. In my case, I created a folder called Arnold. Here it is, so I'll select it and click on select folder. Yeah. So I've already told you CSS is used to style HTML elements. Okay? So we are going to start by creating our HTML file. And that HTML file, I can give it the name index. You can give it any name you like. For example, mine, I'll name it index, but in your case, you can name it about, contact, contact.html, about.html, services.html, and all that. Mine, I'll give it index.html. And now I'm going to generate a boilerplate. To generate a boilerplate, you can just click on exclamation mark, then you hit enter, like that. Now inside my body tag, in between the opening and closing tag, here at around line number 9, I'll head over and click here heading 1 to create a H1 element. And inside my H1 element, I'm going to name it welcome. Welcome to Math Academy. Like that. Now I'm going to open it with live server so that I can preview it in my browser. So here it is. Welcome to Math Academy. Now, welcome to Math Academy is in black in color. I want to change it to be blue in color. So that's the work of CSS. And CSS, we can insert CSS in 3 ways. There's the inline CSS, there's the external CSS, and there's internal CSS. So I'm going to teach you all the 3 ways. So let's start with inline CSS. Inline CSS, you insert it inside the opening tag, the element, inside the opening tag of the element. For example, my element here is H1. So inside the opening tag, right after between 1 and the greater than symbol, I'm going to insert my inline CSS. And I'm going to write here something called style, so that I'm telling the browser whatever it's here is for CSS, for styling. So I'm going to give it the style attribute, but this is called an attribute. Anything inside an opening tag is called an attribute. An attribute is like an adverb. Think of this like heading 1, it's a verb, then an attribute is an adverb. So in the English term, an adverb explains more about a verb. So in this case, an attribute explains more about a element. So our element is heading 1 and our attribute is style. So inside the quotations, I'm going to insert a property. A property is like what do you want to change about that element. So I want to change the color of the text. So to change the color of the text, I'm going to use an attribute, and property called color. There it is, color. Then, what color do I want to change it to? I want to change it to blue in color. So I'm just going to write here, blue. So here is my property, which is color. And then here is my value, which is blue. So let's see. If I head over to my browser, you can see it's changing. Okay? Yeah. I hope you're okay there. If you have any questions, you can just head over to the comment section. I'll reply with you shortly. Okay, now let's create another element called heading 2. Let's say good morning.